90% of people fail to reach their potential. It's a statistic that forces a difficult question. Why do even the most intelligent individuals often remain poor? We're taught that success is a simple math equation, that high intelligence plus opportunity equals a good life. But the actual numbers simply don't support that. For many, a high IQ actually functions as a psychological trap, creating a specific pattern of thinking that quietly prevents progress. There is a massive gap between the brain's ability to logically understand a concept and the physical discipline required to execute it. Being smart doesn't mean you act, it just means you understand. And without action, intellect becomes a vacuum that keeps highly capable people paralyzed. Most are conditioned from a young age to follow a predictable path: study hard, get a stable job, and avoid risk for security. This wires the brain to prioritize safety over growth, making the fear of failure so heavy that taking meaningful risk feels impossible. This creates a perpetual state of waiting. Smart people often find themselves looking for a perfect moment to start, but that perfect moment is a myth. Truly successful individuals view failure differently, not as an outcome to be avoided at all costs, but as a mandatory part of the process. In this context, the safe path is actually the most dangerous choice a smart person can make because it guarantees a ceiling on what they can achieve. The second trap is the modern distraction economy. In a world of constant notifications, deep focus has become a rare commodity. This scale shows a massive imbalance. The average person spends vastly more time consuming information than they do creating value. Endless scrolling conditions the brain to live in a state of reaction. You aren't planning your next move, you're just responding to the next post. And intelligence doesn't protect you from this. In fact, smart people often fall into the trap of productive procrastination, consuming more information because it feels like work. But knowing a lot isn't the same as having discipline. In an economy of infinite information, understanding everything means nothing if you fail to act on any of it. Our biology is wired to seek immediate pleasure and avoid pain. We are evolutionarily programmed to find the path of least resistance. This makes us choose easy options over meaningful progress. It's why we delay difficult decisions and stay in unchallenging roles. Settling into a comfortable routine feels safe, but it acts as a slow-motion weight on professional growth. This biological drive for immediate comfort leads directly to an earn and spend cycle. Earning is effort, but spending is the immediate reward the brain craves. Financial growth requires ignoring that instinct and instead focusing on the mechanics of building assets that create long-term value. Even smart individuals with good intentions remain stuck in the system as long as they let their biological craving for comfort dictate their financial habits. Systems in the real world don't reward what you know, they only reward what you do. Success isn't a measure of IQ, it's a metric of behavioral consistency. To bridge the gap, you have to decouple your ego from being smart and commit to moving forward even when you feel uncertain. The real difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not ability, it's behavior.